Let's talk about friendships versus acquaintances. Friendship, acquaintance. So the difference between a friend and an acquaintance is a friend is someone that you have a bond with, you share mutual feelings with. An acquaintance is someone who knows certain things about you and has experienced certain things with you, right? So you have a friend who you share a bond with, and you can only share a bond with someone that you have spent time with, that you have invested yourself in, right? That you have trusted to be in your life. That's the only way bonds can be formed. It comes through time, through trust, through commitment, right? You build upon it. Only way you can build upon something is to invest in it, right? Okay. So an acquaintance is someone that knows you through either a situation, through a person, through a place, or through a thing. They share experiences with you. They've gone to church with you. They've gone to school. They've worked with you. May have dated in your family. You may have hung out with them at the bars and then kind of like took it to another level on the phone, but they are not someone who you are bonded with or share mutual feelings with you. Growing up, I was raised by my mom and my dad in a household with all boys. I have never known my mother to have a friend, to even claim someone as a friend. Never. And I remember her telling me to be careful with that friend word because I was the type that grew up wanting friends, wanting relationships with females that I can, you know, build, build bonds with, and that I can just experience things with, and that was like-minded with me, who like fingernail polish, who like doing hair and makeup, who like dressing cute, who like boys, right? I wanted that. My mother, not so much, right? So whenever I would bring a friend home, and everybody was my friend at that time, I did not have the intelligence to, or the wisdom, or even the experience to decipher who was a friend and who was an acquaintance. So everybody that I brought home, my mother would be like, "And who is this?" And I'd be like, "Oh, my friend such and such," and she would be like, "Another friend?" Right. So now that I am an adult and I have children, I want to kind of like share some pointers on how to detect whether or not you're dealing with a friend or an acquaintance, right? Like to hear? Here you go. A friend is reliable. An acquaintance is going to be there when they can. Hey, I get off work at 6. I got to go home. I got to wash my hands. Got to change my mask. Got to put on a new outfit. Change my shoes. I'll be there, but I need you by 6:30. You can't just come straight here from work. The world don't revolve around you. I'll be there after I get done washing my hands and changing my clothes. That's an acquaintance. A friend is trustworthy. You can share whatever you want to share, and you will know that it's going to be confidential. An acquaintance, they're going to filter what they share with you. You're not going to know whether or not they need it to be confidential or not because, hey, it's filtered. A friend keeps it 100 at all times. Girl, you messing up right now. What you said was foul and sound ignorant. An acquaintance gonna tell you what you want to hear. Oh, that's how it is. Oh, they know you wrong. Well, do you? That's your life. They don't really care to correct you because they're not in it for the long haul anyway. So do you? A friend is no borrowing with friends. We all know that we need our money back unless you're at a stage where you're financially stable and go ahead, it's a blessing. An acquaintance got a date for you. When you gonna give it back? What time? Where you want me to cash app it? You gonna cash app it back? Like what you want to do? What time you gonna? Cause I need it back. You sure? Let me get this pen and paper. You want to sign? An acquaintance. A friend talks to you through their heart. You can know that they're going through something and they can say, no, I don't want to talk about it all day long. But you know their heart. You just sit there. Sometimes, your support is speaking in silence. And that is sometimes greater than any word you can say. Just your silence, your presence, right? That's what a friend do. A friend is going to sit there and say, you say nothing's wrong, so I'm just going to sit here and wait until I feel like it's nothing wrong. That's what a friend does. An acquaintance is going to say, oh, okay, you said ain't nothing wrong, you look like something wrong, but you don't want to talk to me about it, then forget it then. Kind of friend is you that you don't want to share when I ask you a question? What? That's what an acquaintance do. They pressure you when they know that something is wrong and you don't want to talk about it right now. They won't be there to just support you genuinely, wholeheartedly. Everything is about how they're affected. Now you making me feel like I'm not a good friend because you won't tell me what I want to hear. A friend understands. You tell me when you're ready. I'm just here. So when you're ready, you want a hug? Want to lay on my shoulder? That's a friend. An acquaintance is got an attitude right away because you didn't want to share. They looking at you like something wrong with you because you don't have the words to express. Pay attention. A friend knows your character. You can have a bad day and not speak to someone, and then that someone that you didn't speak to can go to your friend and they can be like, girl, Delana, she has a nasty disposition. Her attitude, I spoke to her today and she just looked right past me. She didn't say hi. She rolled her eyes. A friend gonna be like, Delana did, what did she have on her glasses? You know she can't see. Was she thinking about something? Did she look like she was singing? Because she's singing her head all day long. That's what a friend gonna say. She gonna straighten it out, right? An acquaintance gonna be like, girl, such and such told me the same thing. I don't know what's wrong with her. Why is she so funny acting? That's what an acquaintance will do. They won't straighten it out for you. A friend knows your entire family. They know when people was born, when people died. They know anniversaries. They know your birth date. They know your middle name. They know your children. They know their attitude, their friends. They gonna tell you when somebody did something wrong. Girl, I done seen Delonte and Delonte did not have his coat on. Did you know he out here wilding out? That's what a friend gonna say. An acquaintance gonna be like, ain't none of my business. I seen it, but hey, she got the same thing. She got a phone. She got a Facebook. I ain't got nothing to do with that. No, I don't know when nobody was born. No, I don't know. I don't even know my own anniversary date. That's what an acquaintance will say. Pay attention. A friend don't stay mad long. Yeah, sometimes a day to a week. Sometimes even longer, depending on how offended you've made that person, made your friend. An acquaintance will stay angry as long as you're angry. They won't call. If you don't call, they won't call. If you don't text, they won't text. If you don't ask what's wrong, they don't care to ask what's wrong. This is another thing. This is this new age stuff, but it's true. An acquaintance is going to like all your statuses if you like all theirs. They're not going to watch your stories if you don't watch theirs. They're not going to say, oh, girl, that picture cute if you don't say nothing to theirs. A real friend going to be like, okay, get it. I see you. I ain't know you had them new stilettos. Oh, I love that color on you. What's been popping? Did you see my story, girl, yesterday? I said such and such. That's a friend. They care. They don't just jump and assume, well, she ain't been saying nothing to me, so I ain't going to say nothing to her. That's not a friend. A friend is not questioned. You know. That person ain't never even got to say it. You know that person riding with you. You know that person got your back. An acquaintance is someone you have to question. Someone that you say, well, she haven't liked my statuses, so I don't like hers. Well, she didn't compliment me, so I didn't compliment her. That's an acquaintance. That's not a friend. Give people their rightful titles in your life. You filling up all kind of space that could be freed up for somebody who is deserving. A real friend is sure of the friendship. They sure of the entire friendship. You know without a shadow of a doubt that your name is such and such, right? A friend is sure of who you are, your capabilities, right? An acquaintance is unsure about the entire relationship. They're unsure about continuing after every argument, disagreement, every conflict. They're unsure. I might not talk to her no more. I don't know. Me and her got into it. I might not talk to her no more. A real friend knows she'll be all right. That Taurus is not about to bother me today. That's a friend. You accept people for who they are, not who you want them to be. An acquaintance is like, man, I didn't think she was like that. I can't get with it. I'm cool. And I'm saying this from experience, being an adult. I wanted friendships from people that I knew did not fit my lifestyle. They did not fit me, annoying the mess out of me, right? Don't deserve the title as friend. They are an acquaintance. They share like experiences with you, but they don't share a bond with you. Anytime you can be angry with a person that you call a friend and share those angry feelings with someone that is not their friend, that is not friend qualities. And maybe you are a friend and just don't know how to be a friend yet. So let me just enlighten you. Your friend and your business or your friend's business alone should never be shared with anyone who is not their friend. If somebody is just your friend and have no ties, no affiliations, no true feelings, no bond with your friend, they should know nothing, because guess what? They will judge that person. A real friend does not allow their friends to be judged by anyone. Right? If what hurts your friend doesn't hurt you, if what hurts your friend doesn't affect you, then that's not your friend. That's your acquaintance. I have two real friends in my life. Try hurting them. Try physically abusing them. Try stealing from them. Try lying on them. I'm going to have a problem with you. Why? Because it hurts me. It makes me feel like you stole from me. I can't trust you. Ain't no way in the world I'm going to say, well, hey, you ain't did nothing to me, so we cool. Yeah, you knocked her eye out. You knocked it out the socket. But you didn't hit me. What kind of friend is that? How would that make you feel if you were riding with somebody that had no loyalty to you? Like, it's all about loyalty, bonds, assurity, protection, security. Come on now. It's okay to have acquaintances. It's okay. A lot of times we have those people in our lives for loneliness. We're dealing with abandonment issues. We're dealing with tragedies and crisis, all that. So we need somebody that we can just kind of like bounce ideas off the wall with or talk to somebody, right? Share things with. We need that. Acquaintances are beneficial. But in order to avoid yourself from unnecessary stress, put people in their rightful places. Stop calling everybody a friend, because everybody ain't your friend. Friendships are earned. You don't just become my friend because we get along. Friendships are earned. You ain't got to just go around and say, hey, this is my acquaintance, Delana. You ain't got to just say that. This is Delana, my homegirl. Just trying to shed some light on the importance of putting people in their rightful places, because, as I said, it de-stresses situations. Life is already stressful enough. You got a whole pandemic out here that people are unsure whether they're going to wake up the next day because of this, right? So you want to add more stress on it. You're not sure when you can see your loved ones because of the pandemic. You're not able to go out and hang out and have fun. Just relax and de-stress and be around some positive, fun people, acquaintances. So why bring on unnecessary stress? Just put people in their rightful places. That's all. That's all you got to do. Put them in their rightful places. A real friend rejoices when you've had an accomplishment. They support you. They support everything that you do, good or bad. Girl, I don't know. You probably shouldn't have left that house, but I support you. What we going to do next? What's your next move? That's a friend. Somebody who pray for you when you are going through something that you can't even pray for yourself. That's a friend. An acquaintance sitting there like, again, oh man, this girl is just, life is hell right now for her. I'm going to pay attention to what she's doing so I won't do it. That's an acquaintance. It's not that they don't care, but they're not invested in you. And you're giving them too much power in your life. You have to first start by loving yourself and knowing your worth, right? And then you'll be able to say, I'm too good for that, man. I don't have time for that. How a real friend gonna be jealous of you? I done heard people say this. They've been friends with people 60 years, 30 years, since middle school, since elementary school, and yet they say that person is jealous. You know, we've been friends since we was 8, and she always been jealous of me. How? How are you my real friend and you're jealous? Because jealousy is not a good character. That's not good. That's a negative trait. Jealousy causes people to cheat, causes people to steal, to lie. It's not a good thing. Causes people to hurt each other, right? To defame your character. How you my friend and in the same breath you're jealous of me? How? At that point you're an acquaintance. Put people in their rightful places. And recognize negativity when it enters into your front door. You can tell by somebody's energy whether they're really down with you or not, whether they're really your real friend. You can tell their energy. And then the people that's around them will show you what they've said about you. Ever been around somebody who say they're your friend, and then you meet their friends and they treat you a little funny? You're like, why are they? Everybody whispering and on their phone. And when I'm talking to people, they like this. They got their head down. It's because good things haven't come out of your friend's mouth about you. You can tell whether or not a person really rocks with you by an introduction to somebody that they mess with. Girl, oh, I heard so many good things about you. I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to talk to you. I can't wait till we kick it because such and such just love you. So I know I'm going to love you. That's when a friend has been saying great things about you. And yes, we all have our good and bads that we don't like about each other. Yes. But a real friend is not going to share that with someone that is not your friend. They're not going to be like, oh, this girl is a hot mess, man. She going through this again. She didn't went through that. They're not going to do that. So just recognize who people is in your life, put them in their rightful places, and make sure that your stress level is very minimal. Stop giving people power over you. Okay? And you have a good week, and I'll talk to you next time. Stay tuned. Bye.